Is the seasonal effect our new hope? So warmer weather will decrease the numbers of COVID-19 infections? What about the vaccines? Hi, my name is Dr. Patrick Nuernberger and I work as a physician in Austria, and on my social media channels I teach medicine and I talk about medical stuff. If you like my channel, if you like my other channels, please feel free to subscribe and to like this video, and let's get into the topic. So a lot of hope is being put into the seasonal effect. That means that with the start of spring and better weather, warmer weather, more sunshine, the hope is that there's less infections considering COVID-19, as we see in other flu-like seasonal diseases. We have seen an effect in the past year, that is true, but we started from a different point of numbers. So the incident rates are higher this year, and this is going to be a problem. There's people that claim that the seasonal effect is only going to be about 20%. So that is something we're going to see, but this is not everything, and this is not that much, if you ask me. The problem is a lot of people strongly believe in the seasonal effect. So there's a lot of people who do not want to be vaccinated or who do not want to go into a lockdown again, or they don't want to see any measures just because spring is coming. And that is not a good thing, because we cannot put all our hopes into the weather and spring. As a matter of fact, we do see high numbers and also rising numbers in a lot of countries that do not have winter as we do. So they have warm weather, they have those conditions that we would expect to work as a seasonal effect. So it is important to consider that there is an effect, but it is not going to make the biggest difference. So in order to cope with the current situation and to deal with the problem, we will have to continue with our measures. So I guess there will be a need to keep a lot of nice things closed down until at least, let's say, April or May. I know it hurts, but if we would open everything right now, this would lead to a huge rise in numbers. We have seen that here in Austria, where about 2 weeks ago we opened a lot of stuff. So we opened stores again, for example. People were able to go to the barbershop again, and the numbers are rising since a few days. And so it does make sense that if we do not stop that, or if we would open even more stores and even more options for people, gyms or other indoor sport activities whatsoever, or also we would open theaters, for example, we would see really high new numbers and a huge daily rise. And this is going to be a problem, because right now our healthcare system is able to deal with the problem perfectly. So there's enough space for COVID-19 infected people who need help so that they get treated. But if there's going to be higher numbers again, we will pretty soon be somewhere near the point where we will have a problem. So we saw numbers at about a little higher than 1,000 a day in the last few weeks. And now since a week or so, the numbers rise, and we have already seen again over 2,500. So almost tripled the numbers of the weeks before, only within a few days. And this is what we have to consider. If this trend continues, then the numbers will rise. And in Austria, we have the threshold of about 6,000-7,000 new infections a day, where we will see huge problems in our healthcare system, as we did some time ago when the numbers were really high. So we need to keep that in mind and consider that. Another point is that people will need to be vaccinated soon. There's a lot of people who want to be vaccinated, but they just don't get the chance because there's no vaccines available. But there's also a lot of people who do not want to be vaccinated. And that is a problem. So we need to work on information, good information, real information, so that people lose their fear of the COVID-19 vaccine, which is often made up of stupid reasons, let's say. So there's a lot of rumors, there's a lot of fake news out there, and most of them have no scientific background at all. So it is easy to put arguments against that, but you know how people are, and this is not always easy to deal with people who have a very fixated point of view. But that's okay. We just need to work on that. So we need to work on the people who do not want to be vaccinated, and we also need to vaccinate those who want to be vaccinated. And we need to do that fast, so that the crisis and the pandemic will hopefully find an end soon. It will not find an end soon, I'm sure of that, but there's going to be a point where we will be able to manage the crisis in a better way than we do now. So right now, everything we do is we vaccinate, and that's a good thing, but this goes very slowly. And we can go into lockdowns, which is also not the best way for everybody out there to deal with the problem, but that's basically everything we can do. So let us all work together on this crisis. Get yourself your shot, get vaccinated, and try to avoid getting COVID-19 by following the rules and being safe. That is it for today. I just wanted to lose a few words on the seasonal effect because there's a lot of misleading information about that. I hope it is clearer now. And if you like this video, if you like my other videos, please feel free to subscribe. Also visit my other social media channels. And I will see you soon in the next video. And until that, stay safe and stay healthy.